It is 21:10 hours here. Picked up this at a thrift store today. It's it's an old Taiwan knife. It's a ladder lock with the little guard here, kind of keep your finger from going across the blade, I guess. So when you try to release the blade here, it doesn't. You have to release this on top too. So pull this back and push your ladder lock down, and there it is. The other thing people do, they flip lock this, so open it that way. Anyways, it's $2. I bought it because I was buying a used Leatherman super tool. And when I bought the super tool, I want to sell it on eBay. In fact, it's already listed. I got cleaned up and had a bunch of stuff going on, and I was watching the clock and going, man, oh man. But yeah, this is not Lego content. This is something else. Hey, how you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a few days. This is actually a vintage Lionel train. There it is. You use oxygen. And we'll set this over here. Okay, I'm doing real good. And yourself? How you doing? So this knife works pretty good. Some of the little Torx screws need to be tightened up a little bit, but I was going to resell it. Oh, hey man, what you up to? Crystals are real good here. And for you? I got to work New Year's Day, but I should be off in time to at least get part of the New Year's celebration going on, I think. But $2, it's pretty good, a little cheap knife, but it should work. And this is packed correctly. It's a old Lionel caboose. It's lighted. It's kind of a premium line from Lionel. I got off of eBay when I was looking for. Oh, good! I'm glad to hear that. When I was looking for some Lego parts, somebody sent me an offer. You know how it is. If I got stuff for sale, I sometimes will put a watch. And just like old Lego sets, sometimes it's kind of cool looking back. That stuff that's in the packaging. Congratulations on your purchase of the limited 7606 style caboose. It would be the steel side caboose, and this is Burlington Northern, which kind of brings back memories. You know, almost everything I do, I guess, brings back memories. Oh, new phone, right on. Yeah, the 15 Pro is a pretty good upgrade. Everything going okay for you on that? Anything interesting? I had some heat issues early with mine, but so I always ask people, hey, do you guys have the same thing? We got die-cast trucks, we got rollers, instead of contacts, that's good sound quality, and the wiring is up under the trucks here. The windows are frosted, so those obviously will light up. Separate grab irons, nice details, metal, and good railings. It's a pretty good looking caboose. Interesting. These are operating couplers, but they appear to be magnetic. They are. That's really cool. Huh. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Anyways. New set reveals before they come out. I could. That's an idea, guys. Got a few heat issues so far, but a lot lower than my phone 13. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I do like the fact that Apple has a wide variety of things and can sometimes cover things you want or things you need. I was on a trip with my mom and dad across the states years and years ago, obviously, and we saw a lot of BN Burlington. In fact, there was a train fire. Boxcar had caught on fire there in North Dakota, I think it was. Somewhere in North Dakota. I was very young, but I remember Rapid City was the next closest hit, so it would be North Dakota. Yeah, I do like the various Apple devices I have out there. My old iPhone XR I really like it, and I kind of a good replacement for it would be the regular iPhone 15, if I went that route. Hey, I hadn't had a new phone since the 12, which was my other camera phone. And I did not know that they had gotten away from SIM cards. A bit of a shock for me, a bit of a shock. It didn't affect everybody, but since I don't have the internet, like for, what do you call it, iCloud, it does definitely affect me. So the girl recommended that if I want the Pro for, like, filming and stuff, that's great. Recommend I just keep one of the old phones live for the SIM content, so that's what I'm doing. Pretty good. I went back into the box. That's always a plus. Set that aside. But yeah, I did a big order recently. I ordered 2000 Boba Fett Slave 1 and 2011 Millennium Falcon. Wow, 145. That is a very good deal. That's outstanding, actually. Hey, how you doing? I've been kind of messing, looking at the 2003 Playscale Walker, and then when I was trying to figure out if I should really do that, another 75080 came up for parts, so I did release a video. I'm sure now it will be my last one for this year on that particular army, and that's good. It's moving right along where I about want it to be. I think I want 24 in the end. I made one command unit, and then of course I got that old security one I built, so that's cool too. But yeah, that is a very good deal. I haven't played this game yet, but I did pick this up. I'm still replaying Zelda, and I got the new Zelda game too, but I don't have much time to play, and I'm not that good. So, there's that. But yeah, it's been pretty good. It's really cold. That's why I'm kind of dressed this way. Got some space heaters out Wednesday. Got a heat place come over to take a look at the forced air fan. It's like 19 below zero here. It's pretty chilly in here too. Not gonna lie. But that's okay, That's the way it is. Wintertime, right? Great community out there. Really appreciate all the support out there. This on the YouTube sphere. Things have been going pretty good on the other channel too, which is good. Different content, but this kind of stuff usually goes on the other channel. Sneakers stuff. Oh, really? That's great to hear. I'm actually kind of excited about seeing stuff for the Switch. I know that a lot of people told me to hold out for Switch 2.0. Only the 2.0 air quotes I've seen is that OLED screen one, which is great. I really like the picture art, but generally speaking, I'm not really a gamer, but you had a GameCube, you had N64, NES, and there's really no, it's not like Xbox and Xbox One and 360s and things. They don't really seem to. Usually Nintendo seems like they just come out with something and they run with it and it goes away or it doesn't go away. Yeah, everything's kind of delayed right now. I got some little Lego pieces, 2x3s, and some slopes coming in, and it got pushed back to January 18th, and they canceled my third order of a minifigure I found here and there for the Geonosian zombies. So it may prove to be one of the hardest ones for me to get. But then I'm dealing with low ball prices, and I'm sure what it is they just can't find the item. That sometimes happens here. After that earthquake we had back in November, it was years ago now, November 2018. A lot of stuff got broken, and ironically, that's when people say, "Oh, I want that item," and you're like, "Oh, I guess not." And then they send you a nasty gram. "Oh, you just don't want to sell it to me." No, actually, I would love to sell it to you. I'll sell you the broken parts. I sent you pictures. Don't believe me. It's all good. I understand it because I want to be as understanding as possible because I know what it's like on that end of it, on the seller end. But sometimes, you know, you're sitting there and a week goes by and no email. They haven't sent it. You go, hello, you out there? And life happens. And sometimes people just forget to shut their eBay account down. They go on a trip, or sometimes family emergencies. And there was a family emergency for somebody, and I didn't say much. They just sent me a message like, hey, you know, we got some stuff going on. I said, okay, that's fine. 2 months, and suddenly they just, I don't know where they shipped the item. And I don't know what the nature of the family emergency was, but had to be pretty bad, I think, because I just got those kind of vibes. Best deal I've ever got on Lego. Ooh. Okay. The best deal that comes immediately to mind is something I pieced together, and I don't know if that really counts. 75080, of course. And I pieced it together because I had a lot of pieces I found at the thrift store. Ended up being around $12, which I think is the best deal. But as far as the best deal, maybe 200 free shipping on 1.5 AT-AT walkers from 2014, 75054, I think they were. And there was enough of the second one that I kind of pieced them together where I decided, yeah, I'm going to finish him up. And he's almost finished. He needs a plate in the face, and I think some of the internal stuff, like the red that goes on the cheeks that holds the cheek shut, I think I'm missing one of those still, and I know I'm missing the control panel. For me, it was Lego Star Wars Legends, The Old Republic, Sith Fury, really. Class Interceptor 9500 for only $70 with the minifigures, and it's like triple the price of the set. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that is a good set. I don't have that one. I do like that. That is a really cool build. Old Republic. I got one or two. I got the battle packs. I think that's it. I want to say I had something else, but I don't think I do. I think it's just the battle packs with the two old Jedi, or not, yeah, Jedi, but the Galactic guys, and then the two, like one's red, one's black, the old Sith warriors. But yeah, that's really good. I should dig out that set. It's pretty cool little battle packet, you know. The Rebels line, or that 2015 line, had some pretty cool sets in there actually. It's like nowadays, you know, we're seeing that the sets from the Rise of Skywalker are starting to sort of creep up and getting harder to find, like the bomber, and well, of course, the Special Forces TIE Fighter was always cool. I kind of like that one, you know. Yeah, yeah, that's probably the best way. Sometimes the used sets are not bad, but it's just such a pig in the poke. I mean, like, sometimes someone makes it sound really bad. It turns out it's just missing really basic stuff like 1x2 light gray, which probably everyone's got a couple of those sitting around. And then other times it's missing something really catastrophic, like inside the build. In fact, I've got a MTT, and I've got a AAT, that big one, the Clone Wars one. That is still, I'm still messing with parts. Yeah, that is a weird question. New Year's or Christmas, we used to do special meals. I'm half Japanese. I kind of grew up there, so the New Year's celebration was a lot bigger, like feasting and stuff for 3 days, and you know, incense and stuff for dead relatives. That's kind of how I grew up. But yeah, that was some of the stuff how what we used to do. New Year's was kind of the bigger one because of that. It's pretty good. Yep, not bad. Still works. Got this tar on the blade, which is slowly coming off. Put a little CLP on it. Yeah, Japanese. And that is actually a good question, too. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I kind of growing up was kind of a little bit rough in school because, I couldn't speak English. So, there was that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember I've actually used to watch the sumo wrestling on television at night. Grandfather's place in Shinjuku. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was afraid I wouldn't be able to do it live, but I said I'd try to do it every Saturday, and so far I've managed to do that. I'd actually really like to see some of the sets. I know that Japan has some Lego sets that sometimes are harder to get. Like, there is a region thing. Like, it's like those magazines, Star Wars magazines in England, UK, where they have those little builds that are released. You can't really get them over here. We moved around 76. I was like 4 years old, but I was back and forth until 82 to Japan. What does that have to do with Lego, bro? Anyways, but yeah, it's kind of cool. I remember how old some of the stuff is, like the playground from my grandpa's place was the same place my mom, used to go to when she was little. And his house still had these metal plates, ID plates, World War II. So it was built right around then. Oh, well, thanks, man. Yeah, my dad's side of the family is from down in Tennessee, so some people say I got a little bit of an accent from there. I don't know if I do, but maybe a little bit when I'm tired or something, perhaps. Yeah, yeah. Some of the movies are really good from that era. I know my dad was always fond of saying that a lot of the movies, older movies, they didn't have the special effects, so the movie kind of had to be good. Good acting, good storyline, shows. And I still remember how some of the Lego sets changed. I was pretty excited seeing the new style minifigures with the space sets. And moving into 2024, I think I'm gonna try to try to find some, maybe even buy some more. I don't know, or dig out my collection, old base plates and stuff, and just kind of experiment out there. I have seen Saturday Night Fever. It was a long time ago. 90s. Okay. I don't know. I mean, what I watched was like I watched a lot of the '60s stuff, like Gilligan's Island and the original Star Trek. But in the '70s, what '78 was it that the original Battlestar Galactica came out? That was pretty cool. Yeah, it is making sort of a comeback. More of one. I was really kind of disappointed that Indiana Jones got shelved. I kind of thought it might. Like I watched some of the reaction channels and their reasoning for thinking that it makes sense. But Lego Space is cool. It was I don't know. I think it helped launch those minifigures. Yeah, Gilligan's Island. One of my videos from a long time ago, I showed him. He's on my workbench, but I made Alan Hell, who was the actor who played the skipper. I made him with one of the old Lego minifigs, the brick one, and the color is about really all that's right. He's got the black hat and he's got the white pants and blue upper, but they didn't have face prints and their hands were just stuck in their pockets, so they're kind of weird looking, but they were fun. And before that, we had the maxi figures, and no, I never liked the maxi figures. I really did not. It was a good show. Like the yeah, what was that? From yeah, I was just thinking about that old show. Um, golly, just brain just totally threw the thought out. Laverne and Shirley. I used to watch that sometimes too. Of course, the original Scooby Doo, animated Scooby Doo. I was like that. In fact, the first episode I ever watched, "What a Night for a Night," I think was the original one, where the guy's kidnapped. That was pretty good. Lego is in a really good spot right now. I mean, my dark age was kind of after the space in the early 80s. And then, because when I went to college, the spy and the shark models or molds kind of brought me out of it. But it wasn't like jumping right back in. The Star Wars, I think, finally pulled me back to Lego again. But I never got rid of my old sets either. And they were on display, they were out. So there was that. I remember how excited it was when the headlight mold bricks first came out, and the headlights were like trans one by one squares, and they had that ladder piece for a grill. It was just such a nice change. We're still four wide cars, but it was nice, such a nice change from that printed brick, that one by four printed brick, which now has such a nostalgia feeling to it. I mean, it really does. But it looked okay at the time. It was fine, and that printing holds up really good. I mean, you can still find ones on eBay that are from the '70s, early '70s actually, and they're still fine. Maybe a few scratches, maybe some kids' initials written on them, but they're still good. But yeah, Lego's definitely in a good spot now. I definitely appreciate what they're doing. I'm looking forward to the Clone Wars stuff coming out. I'm just reading comments, but yeah, yeah, it's all good. Man, oh man, it's chilly down here. I'm looking forward to get the heat replaced. The internet. Oh God, in college we had that Netscape Navigator, had the picture of the ship wheel on it. I didn't realize how old that stuff seemed till I dragged up my old laptop and fired up and still had Windows 95 on it. Like, wow. Yeah. Oh well. Big old 17-inch screen and big plastic unibody computers. It used to take me like 40 minutes to get a JPEG image down, which now people are like, they're sitting there tapping on a phone or iPad if it doesn't pop up right away. Balmy over there. Yeah, here we're in a cold spell. It's supposed to warm up into the 20s, like plus 20 by Monday, and maybe like 30, but probably snowing again on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm seeing the messages. What do you think? Oh my goodness, but yeah, but definitely looking forward to spring. It does. Winters are pretty up here, but last couple winters, it's been a lot of snow. This winter, it's cold, kind of like it was when I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, late '70s, early 1980 or so. Let's see, that movie Poltergeist hadn't come out yet, so that would be '83. Yeah, a couple years before that. Okay, well, thanks, man. Um, but yeah, it would be like 25 below zero and trying to stay warm walking to school. I'm not gonna be like one of those old people saying I had to walk 10 miles uphill both ways, but I checked it with my car and then I just put my Apple Watch on. I walked my old way to my old elementary school, and It's 1.75 miles, which isn't bad, but if you go by the road, if you cut through the woods, it's shorter, but between bears and stuff, most kids didn't want to do that. Can't blame them. I mean, not really. Back then, we didn't worry too much about the creepy old guy with the van, but animals were still a problem. Yeah, a little more weird. I don't know. That's probably true, but sometimes I was thinking about with some guys at work that because the internet connects everyone, we have a lot more global community. In other words, the irony is now that we're all connected, we have a higher responsibility to try to be decent. And a lot of people can show what they show on the internet. They can be decent that way. But, the thing is, there's cameras running all the time. And as you get known, people are going to, upload you from here there. Yeah, it did seem like a long way. It did. I mean, especially those cold days. I mean, I'd walk outside, lock the front door of my mom and dad's house where I live too, obviously, and like your face would tighten up and your eyebrows, because I always had to have facial hair, would get like crispy, and you go, oh man, it's cold. Yeah, a little bit of cheddar. Oh, I don't have any Lego stuff out. I cleaned this table off and I was getting ready for the new year. But I put that little army of AATs out, and oh yeah, um, going to continue. I'm still working on the Geonosis mock. I don't know if you watched my video recently on that, but the guys told me it was dark orange, and if you see in the video, it's not dark orange, it's tan, which is not a total problem, but it's not the best. Yeah, probably so. I mean, if you go back on the internet, the dark days of the internet, even now, some of those corners are filled with all kinds of interesting things. The new battle pack I'm excited about. I'm very excited. Yeah, tomorrow. I am looking forward to that. I want to see new molds. I've been wanting to see new super battle droids. That my understanding is going to be more detailed, but still have the same flavor, and that complete problem should be solved. Oh, really? All right. How are they? Are they pretty good? Are they as good as they say? I confess, I like to see new stuff coming out, like everything from sneakers stuff. I do like get early releases or see them anyways. The four upset today. The four upsets, if they were just more in line price wise, I don't think people would have a problem because they're neat. Sometimes they're really neat. They got cool molds. They got, well, I was about to say they always have cool minifigures, but we did have that cursed Yoda. We always have iconic minifigures, anyways. Nobody's ever done this. Yeah. The only new release set I got, I don't think even it was really that new, but it kind of got a lot of attention on the internet, was that last microfighter build with Han Solo of the Millennium Falcon. I found a smashed up one at Target, and I just assembled it. And when I posted this, people are like, "Oh, you got that early." So it's like, okay, it's kind of cool. But yeah, it's pretty cool though. See this new stuff out. Yeah, time to time. For here locally, I think it's Target is probably the place to go for a chance to get a new set that's out early. Fred Meyer's probably the worst, actually. Walmart, kind of in between. Walmart, better chance that they may have something weird like a UCS sets sitting on their shelf. That kind of thing seems to happen more. But Target usually has like a wide pattern of new sets, And that's pretty cool. And I don't mean just Lego, like they'll have like that. The Ghostbusters set seemed to come out early at Target too, which is cool. But like I said, there's no chance it's going to be like less than Lego's price usually. Fred Meyer probably has the best prices. Like they had the five first packs actually on sale, kind of on a couple bucks less right away. Yeah, Walmart can be pretty decent. I know, which was it? I think our Wasilla Walmart store was a really close danger of not being allowed to carry Lego anymore. I don't know. It's an old video now, but the Mandalorian child set, I got it there, and somebody cut the code out, put a different code in, and we made sure the pieces were there, but I had a lot of extra pieces that were not part of the set in there too. Time out. Okay. Okay. Yep. Hidden by. Okay. Okay. You just saw the video. Yeah. I wasn't really feeling the set, but then when I saw it was all destroyed, and they looked through a computer and it shows the store didn't have that set at all, and they were missing some of their sets, and that's when after that they started putting all that plastic and glass up. And meanwhile, Midtown in Anchorage, which is like 90 miles from here, the Walmart store, all the Lego sets are out, but like DVDs are locked up, which is funny. Oh, you fixed it. All right, thanks, man. But yeah, it's and girls like, well, every store has its problems. And I remember working at Fred Meyer when I was a kid, in my late teens, at Diamond and in Anchorage, and like a lot of the stores reported food thefts like steak and chicken things like that. But our theft was Levi jeans, just jeans, not jackets, not warm weather gear, not cold weather gear, just the jeans. 501s, in fact. So that was what we had to watch for. But it was just like every store has its thing. But we never had problems with Lego sets. Our Lego sets were out. Speaking of which, speaking of nostalgia, I wouldn't mind to pick up one of the old Lego sets where, I used to be able to lift the lid up where it had like Velcro and all your pieces are sitting down in there. Someone sent me an offer on a vintage sale on eBay, but it's just too much. It's just, the box is battered. I'd rather see like a Fabuland set like that if I was going to pay that kind of money. It's just, yeah, yeah. Oh well, really. Yeah, I kind of like Fabuland. I mean, and that is pure nostalgia, but it's kind of fun. I got some trees and some bits coming. I might try to make it just kind of not really a mock, a serious mock, but just I didn't have a falling out, but I don't know, nothing to worry. I'm really not good at picking up on cues from people though. I don't worry about, never have, still don't. It just life seems like it's too short for that kind of thing. That's what my dad always said. Because at the end of the day, you should worry about you. And besides that, Lego's what we, kind of is a glue here, and Lego's about escaping. Oh yeah, you have a Fabuland set. As I recall, what they were made from, 79 to 89, but we didn't have them all the way to 89 in America though. The figures were always kind of curious to me, but what's cool is their hands. Their little still hold the accessories of regular Lego minifigures. The mini skill sets, they're definitely on my want list. They're definitely on the radar. There's so much out there though. Obviously, got a heater to pay for, but Yeah, I see big things for 2024. I want to build another army. I'm not sure what direction to go on that one, and that's a little bit scary. I should probably do think of something so I can do the whole year with it. I think I know, but I'm not sure why I would do that one. Microfighter. I think it's a good way to get the figure out there. I mean, that's why we get microfighters. Um, and for everyone that's concerned that it hurts the exclusivity, that they're right. It absolutely does. Only for right now, though. I mean, Go Price. Well, that's not a good example, but I was going to say Go Price like the Wolfpack 104th clone out now. And think at one time, of course, they were never really common. They only came in the AB7 set, right? The Phase 2s. I know the Phase 1s came out in a different set. But anyways, look where the price is now and how common they once were. Or even the basic white clone, the old one with the Clone Wars face. Even the Bomb Squad Trooper, which was common on Bricklink and stuff just a couple of years ago, has become a lot harder to find now. And there were people always selling for like $15, ones with like cracks and or mismatched legs, which is my personal favorite. Or they call him a Commander Cody, which he isn't. They do that too. But that's what makes Lego fun is the fact you can restore things. Something has the wrong legs or something you can usually find them eventually, depending on the scarcity. I say that knowing that I have an arm printed Greedo from set 4501, the original Mos Eisley set, and he's still missing one of his hands because that green is really hard to find. Is that a confirmed set? I don't know. Most likely. I do like microfighters. I mean, that Naboo one with the kind of skeletonized one for the Mandalorian, I think was a really beautiful one. I wasn't happy about the price, but I don't think I don't think anybody is really happy about these prices. What time are you going to end the stream? I usually shoot for an hour, but we're at 37 minutes. We'll say just a few more minutes of this because it's really cold down here and it's getting late, and I gotta work on tomorrow or today here really shortly. Do appreciate everybody's dropping by. I'll start doing my buys now, I guess. Really appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate everybody's support, positivity. Yeah, that was a nice set. And when I saw that N1, I'm like, okay, I feel it. I understand it's a little bit priced, but and I appreciate the comments when I'd missed out. I did not know which set it was. I was overpriced at the new pricing index, and I'd found the little the slave one, and I thought that was the one, and I was like, everybody's telling me, oh no, it's the next one. It's the next one. Hey, take care, man. Have a good one dropping by. A favorite macrofighter. I really like the one I don't have. I don't think I have it. It's a few years back, a number of years ago now, they did the AAT one. I really like that one. But what I have, I like and I don't remember the name of it. It's the Millennium Falcon, but it's the one from the Rise of Skywalker, and it's got Chewbacca as a pilot figure for it. I really like that one. I just like the way the build is a little bit more kind of memory lane, and I really like that microfighter a lot. I think that's really good. Yeah, building sets on stream. I totally agree. And if it wasn't so cold down here, I probably would. I just didn't want to get in the middle of something. Yeah, that would probably be a good thing because you can tell I got like something going on here. My hands are constantly messing with stuff, and yeah, but I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate the input and stuff. And I can't believe the amount of subscribers. Thanks to everyone out there. Thanks, man. This year, I mean, wow, really appreciate the growth and this great community, and it's a great place to escape to, and great to see all you all out there. Maybe more than one live stream. Okay. Yeah, I may have to stretch the build out. That might be a way to do it. Building it all in one stream might be a little bit tough. That's a good point. Hey, and a happy new year to you all. Anyways, y'all take care. Have a good night. Appreciate everyone dropping in. Guys, stay safe out there, guys and gals out there. Until next time. Ciao.